final day of this first week of Cross Division. We've got 3 more series left for you to go before we close.
Oh my God.
You
serious, bro?
It's good, man. I need
What
my
is it
energy,
with
man.
food on this desk today? You all right? All right, all right, all right. Well,
It's all good.
he's
It's
having
all
a
right.
moment.
It's okay.
It's going to be a lot of Game 5s.
That is Study on the Desk, by the way, of course, Nameless Pac-Man, and myself, your wonderful host, Katie Bedford. We want to talk about EG and E6. That's coming up next. And to that note, if EG wins this, they're going to be 3-1 on the week, right? And that seems like from where they've come from to where they are now, it seems like an excellent performance. So do you think, Nameless, looking at that, if they can close out the week 3-1, I guess, what's your outlook on them if they can do that? Or if they
I think that they're going to make it through the plan. I think Evil Genius is a very solid roster. They went Game 5 in every single series, but I think that that's good because that's a lot of practice and they know exactly what they need to work on. You see that player on your screen right now, Attach. He has reached all-star status with this roster. He's been a beast, stepping up in every regard. He's just been playing amazing. Even since the last iteration of this roster, he's been pretty much putting on a show. So happy to see him finally have some guys around him that, you know, he can win some games with.
Yeah, but to that note, okay, 2-1, maybe 2-2 or 3-1. But Pac, to that point, it's been a Game 5 in every match this week. So does that worry you?
No, I mean just like Nameless just said, it's reps, and E6 did that before they went to Anaheim and had their best showing. Like they could have been top 3. So I think just these guys being able to get the games in with one another, getting used to having accuracy on the team. Those extra reps can only help. I mean, they took 2 good teams to Game 5, beating 100 Thieves and going Game 5 with Splice. Like, both those guys are probably favored in those matches, so to even go Game 5 with those teams is pretty good for me.
Not only that, we were like questioning like the Units win. Well, Units is looking pretty solid, and they beat Units as well. So, I mean, I think that Evil Geniuses have been, you know, pretty impressive this week despite all the Game 5s.
Their search and destroy has been pretty strong too throughout.
5-1.
5-1, right?
And that's one thing that's just going to be their backbone. Them having a 5-1 record overall in S&D. Obviously, they're going to Game 5 every single series, but they're also playing these hard points really close. That series versus 100 Thieves, they choked that control. They had a couple rounds, but the team is just getting better in a lot of game modes. They got to be feeling confident.
So for me, this game for E6 is super important because all they have done this week is beat EYU, and EYU is donating wins to everyone they play this week. So just in terms of E6's confidence, I feel like this is an important match for them to win because they lost 3-0 to FaZe yesterday, and 2 of those maps were extremely close, but they weren't able to close out. And that was the issues that they were having before. So now going forward with this new roster, I just think that if they are able to beat E6, they can put those other losses behind them and move forward and confidently with this new team.
Yesterday versus FaZe, we usually talk about the 3 Musketeers on this team, which is going to be Kismet, GodRx, and General. Yesterday, General unfortunately only had a 0.7 in that series. You're going to need all these players to be firing on all cylinders for this team, especially those 3. The newcomers, they just need to be able to fill their gaps and pick up kills when they need to. But your all-stars, the people on these teams that make this your team, need to be playing well, especially against the big teams.
Well, Kismet seems to have been, as you can see from his stats there, you know, a 1.4 in S&D, control looking good, and Hardpoint looking good. Like, he's been consistently, I would say, maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, Nameless, but the most consistent player on this team?
Yeah, I mean, throughout their history, he's probably been the most consistent player, probably the most integral part of this team as well, just because of the sheer amount of aggression that he brings and, you know, the playmaking ability. Like, he makes most of their plays. Like, he is the guy that will go on and get that first kill. He is the guy that will get that 2-piece. He's the guy who will win that crazy gunfight to close out a hill for you. So I think that he's been great. I just think it's going to be on players like Brezzy to get back into the form that he was previously. If Brezzy can get back to that form that he was on in his last roster, this team can be pretty good.
Yeah, Brezzy hasn't had the best week,
but he's juggling a lot of changes, right?
I mean, he's a lot of changes. Yeah. He's playing with all new players that he's never played with. There's also still the language barrier. Now he's playing with new guys. He has to have to get used to him, and he has to get used to the grapple sog play. So that's a lot of changes for him. So he's the one that needs to step up tremendously. Mayhem's played all right. I don't think it's any change really from Frost.
That language barrier thing is so gassed. I was in the back and I was talking to him, and I remember I was talking about his iPhone because he had like an iPhone 2. Like,
what?
Yeah. And I was like, dude. And in classic listen, he goes, he doesn't speak English. He goes, what? I speak fluent. He's like, I'm good. It was just funny to me. But yeah.
All right.
Tell people that.
On that note, Enigma6, Evil Geniuses, we're ready to kick things off with these 2 teams going head-to-head with Ben and Chance.
Thank you so much, guys. Coming into the day, Chance, I looked at you and I said, if there's one series today, which I think goes to Game 5, bang, it's this one. It's Game 2. It just has Game 5 written all over it, in my opinion. For E6, of course, you heard the guys on the desk talk a little bit about maybe some of the former issues they had before roster changes, and now, of course, coming in, closing out series. Is it still a big problem? But there is a bit of a storyline to this game. EG, they win this, they still have a chance at securing top 4, which will put them automatically at playoff.
Yeah, I think so. But I think the situation is
there's a lot of stuff that
they have to win,
right.
and then I think both Midnight and Reciprocity next week, they both have to go 0-4. And then even then, I think it's like maybe a tiebreaker thing. So it might be impossible.
But there's a chance.
It is virtually impossible.
But there's a chance.
Yeah, I don't think we can call it, and maybe we can't call it.
There's a chance.
I'm going to say I think the bigger storyline is these are two teams that obviously, because new rosters, whatnot, new player at the very least coming in Accuracy EG, the new 2 guys for E6 is they are somewhere expectedly so in the middle of the pack. A win here adds just a slight degree of separation, which yes, there's a couple weeks before Miami, but is a small indicator of where the teams will stand come Miami.
So just to kind of talk briefly as the game gets underway, which of these teams in your mind is kind of improved more with roster changes?
Well, I think you can only say EG in my mind, because E6 got top 6 to the last event.
Yeah,
and I mean, they could have kept their roster, and I wouldn't have said necessarily they would ever be able to improve on top 6. That is, I think, roughly where their peak would be. And I don't even know if I have faith in this roster to eclipse the top 6, but maybe they can match it. So I think they just did too well at the last event for me to say they can improve. On the flip side, EG, I think, did improve. So
that's fair.
I think them by technicality.
Well, Kismet doesn't really care about that
right, but
opinion.
that doesn't mean EG is necessarily better. Just, you know, for the very specific question of who improved more, EG.
Kismet gets streaks off the first hill. Now, is he going to put them to use? That's the question, because it is EG that have a nice amount of control here. There's the Hellstorm. We dropped first. Shuts down Exotic. It wasn't attached, and he knows attached is still going to be somewhere lingering around elbow. So he finds himself in the hill again. Challenge comes through. Attach wins the fight. Second player challenges. Attach stays alive, but for how long? Not sure if it was going to be long enough. General lights up the kill feed. A triple kill for him. 325 away from streaks as he pre-fires Top Gun. No one home. 15 seconds on the hill. Rotation comes through, and again, if you're Kismet, you have a lightning strike here to break the setup.
You should be able to kill at least 2 players. Clear out lobby, which is nice. If you get a teammate in here, then you can go ahead and call the lightning. Maybe he just wants to do it with his gun, and I suppose if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're 11-2 with the gun now, 12-2. Now he's gonna call him the lightning to get them all funneled through the front. His teammates are in lobby. You get all your bases covered. General lights up at least one with the ICR. Maybe he sets his teammates up who were somehow able to stay alive in dark. Keep in mind, General, sliding with the SOG. Do it. Do it for the streaks, General.
No. Play smart. Wait for the players to cross. Try and secure the streak.
Sliding with the SOG. Called it.
That works, I guess, right? Just 5 more points, all he needs for Hellstorm. I want to point out, Kismet in this start, 13-2.
Yep.
This isn't the first time we've seen a strong start from Kismet in a hardpoint, right? He's so good at starting off game strong, giving E6 an extra bit of a boost, if you will. The problem that he's had is kind of keeping at that pace, right? It's not a consistent pace when you're playing that well. It's just sometimes he slows down maybe a bit more than he could. But this time, the game spirals even more out of control because now General has streaks.
Also, the hysterics of that. I was going to say, General had streaks. He's on a 5 spree. That means he started 0-4 and got 5 kills. Godarek started 0-2, is now on an 8 spree. So Kismet did all the work early, and now it's just a field day. Easy pickings for the remaining squad. It's basically, other than Kismet, no one's really had to do too much.
Yep.
86 is chilling with an 80-point lead.
Yep.
70. Wow, math is hard.
36 seconds left, though.
No.
So we'll see E6 more likely just concede the time. Rotate. Oh, actually, will they? General wants to pull in the lightning and allow his players to fly through window. It's Kismet and Brezzy who were so patient, and it works out perfectly. Really adding salt into the EG wound. Final 20, good for E6. Problem, rotation, though, is favorable to EG. You still have 1 streak left, which is the lightning for General. Kismet's about to get Vision Pulse.
I was going to say,
and we're not done with the first hill.
I was going to say, I want to know how often the first specialist earned in a game is ever the Vision.
Well, like, I may actually stop that. Keep your eye on him. It's actually a bit of a race there between the two.
Definitely a foot race. It's definitely harder in the Vision. It takes about 2450 in score. Most of other specialists only take about 1700. After, of course, looking for streaks. if not the grab, and he is just going to commit. He's going to go for it as he is sidestepping his way to death, but he is able to get a lightning just to match one that General already has. EG trying to just get back in this hill because this is a lot of good time for them to get if they can manage to break inside.
Yeah, this is probably going to break in first, right? Kill feed primarily white. Z6 continuously just trading inside the hill. We have so much good time as GodRx almost got himself a triple. You obviously mentioned the stats at the start. You have GodRx at 12 and 7, Kismet 17 and 5. It was the frequency the other day where at the end of the first half he had 20 kills, or after the end of the first rotation, I should say. Meanwhile, on the side of EG, Exotic is 6 and 11, JCap is 5 and 12, Accuracy 6 and 12. You have 3 players essentially double neg on an average. It's not gone well for EG.
No, not in the slightest. Of course, they're in the hill, but Mayhem killed most of them. I have to imagine the next player is going to fall in short order because you should have the man advantage, but it's Kismet with a player in window watching over top of him. Not a massive lead with the kill differential, but a lead nonetheless. You got EG trying to be a little bit scrappy around the hill. 24 seconds left. They just got to make sure they keep the spawns, and that's exactly what JCap's trying to do. And successful so far, so EG staying alive.
The issue is, though, EG used their score streak. Use the lightning, and you still have General with his, so even if they do a good job of anchoring the spawns, you still have that threat from above as the lead. Once again, 100 points now for E6, 169 to 69.
And I'm a member of the run it up philosophy.
Run it up.
So if I'm E6, I am starting to burn everything. Calling the Lightning Strike, General's going to do that. Apathy's going to go the grab, but he can only find one. Lightning Strike was better. You get the wipe, and I'm saying run it up, pour it on, start calling in the vision, start burning all of your specialists, because they have them all. Mayhem is a killer 2 off before he gets the war, and then they have them all. Just put the foot on the pedal. Just don't allow EG to get any momentum.
It feels as if maybe they're waiting for a chance to be a little closer to streaks. That to me, and maybe this next rotation as well. 26 seconds left. If you're Kismet, you would love to put the vision to use to get more streaks, but that's not going to happen. 20 seconds of scrap. Good for EG. Everyone else is going to have to rotate. Big 1v1. Mayhem doesn't even expect Accuracy to be there so early. But Accuracy, if he isn't careful, will be shot in the back. But to your point, you have so much utility. You could spiral this game out of control, and that's been the story for E6 for the largest part, really, of the entire season. Has been their choices of when to use specialists.
And again, the reason you want to burn him as well is just to stop EG from ever getting theirs. Well, no, not even to get him again. You just want to end the game. Only 55 points away. You don't want to give Exotic an opportunity to make a big play with the Tempest. You don't want Accuracy to ever get anywhere near the vision.
Pulse used by Kismet. This could close the game out. Tempest out as well for General. They want to lock in P3, turn it into a big money hill, and well, so far, so good. A lot of time going their way, still 30 seconds left. They can't win it here, but potential for streaks to be earned if General can find that pick over towards the corner. He over challenges a little bit there, though. Peaks a little too wide, falls. Teammates there for the trade, though. And this has just been, honestly, since the very first hill, a brutal, brutal destruction of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, not even close. And it was a really great specialist just involvement towards the end. Probably shouldn't time that saying with a grassland that kills nothing. But before that,
it was great.
Before that, Division with the Tempest, use the War Machine, you get a ton of time. Now you just need 16 points to end the game. And yes, Exotic did manage to earn the Tempest, but he's gonna have to use it here. He doesn't have a choice, and it's not using it in a great spot. You get stunned and killed instantly. E6 just completely outclassed their opponent on map number 1. Did 100-point club them.
Close.
But they were close.
Very close indeed. Great start to the series from E6. They came out all guns blazing. Core EG sleeping for sure. Very slow. Way, way too slow. As Coach Hacienda joins the stage. They'll be talking over all things search and destroy. Revan, the EG side of things, and it's funny because I forget who I had this conversation with, but we were talking about Revan's coaching ability, and it was like, well, you know, he's a great coach, but it just seems so often the squad continuously losing. Obviously not his fault, but EG's record not been great.
Brought that up. I was going to follow that up with some Revan compliments, but I'll hold out for after map 2. I'll hold out for after map 2. Wait just a little bit. Don't want the timing to be rough.
That's fair enough. Jess caught up with GodRx before the game. Jess, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Ben. That's right. Well, overall, he was just very optimistic about how things are going. I know, obviously they're not in a fantastic spot as far as the standings go, but like he told me the same thing that a lot of other members of E6 and a lot of other members of other teams have told me, which is we're not super concerned with wins and losses. He was not too upset about the loss yesterday, in fact, and he said, I can feel that we're getting better, we're improving with each map that we play. So definitely optimistic overall. From EG, I caught up with their coach, Revan, and he actually had something a little bit different to say, which is that he was a little bit frustrated by the win yesterday. He felt it was just way too close. He was upset that they lost both hard points, and overall he was just letting me know some of his frustrations with a few things that are going wrong. He thinks they're just making a lot of mistakes, a lot of stupid mistakes, as he called them, at crucial moments, and that's something they definitely need to get better on. But for this series and going forward, they're kind of working on getting in some reps on some smaller maps, and so we'll see how the rest of the series goes, though. Ben and Chance, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Jess. And it's really interesting to me to see the difference in kind of the start of the week to the end of the week with E6. Because you remember Jess caught up with, I think it was like General at the start of the week, and General said, no, I'm super stressed. Things aren't kind of going the way that he really, really wanted them to in the game. Whereas GodRx is kind of taking the complete different approach towards the end of it, saying, no, I feel like we're improving. I feel like we're getting there. Progress is definitely being made. Whether that's the same for General, not sure, because obviously haven't spoken to him specifically about it, but it's good to see that kind of shift in mentality for the E6 squad. It's what you want to see if you're an E6 fan. And then on the flip side, of course, just as we were talking a little bit about Revan, he's airing out some of his frustrations about stupid mistakes at key times in the game. To be fair, that can be said about a lot of teams.
Well, I was going to say, I'm going to refer to map number 1 as the entire thing being a crucial moment, because that was a from start to finish, just masterclass coming in from E6. But now we move over to Hacienda, obviously a map that E6 is going to be happy to play on. Kismet's playground, if you will, because it's just one of those like old school S&D kids thing. It's just, I'm going to sprint, hold down forward, run at you nonstop. I'll
left,
pick different lanes,
middle, or right.
Yeah, mix things up. And Hacienda is probably the best map, or like unequivocally so, because there's so many options. You can hit bottom, mid, both the hallways, outskirts. You can go in the water. So you kind of have like 6 different generic rushing routes. And for Kismet, pick one. Shoulder peak, is there someone there? All right, go find a different one or take the gunfight, what have you. And if nothing's there, just go.
He's traditionally a joy to watch on Hacienda, and I think you're going to get the Kismet special, round number 1. He will literally run straight down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The one thing I know is, if I was playing against Kismet, that's exactly what you would expect.
Get the double AR set up in the top hallway. Someone for E6 not quite quick enough to watch over him to take down accuracy early. Either way, nice 5v3 coming out for EG. Of course, that's the game plan. We hype Kismet up. You got to hunt the man down. Do exactly that. JCap spots. He should have seen both. So his teammates should begin to rotate back. And while this is happening, it's Ash getting kills on the other side of the map.
Man, Resi in trouble. It's 2v5 now.
Perfect round. Over. Perfectly done. Not a single man falls.
Good start, good read. Obviously, EG will know exactly how E6 like to play it. A lot of data available for E6 on Hacienda Search. Whether or not now, at least, it is their best map or even still favorite map, they are very good at it. As EG take the advantage. Clean round, as you mentioned. No one from EG falls. So, heading into their attacking round, we'll see what looks like a very aggressive A push. And for E6, they're going to leave that site wide open, but they're going to put a lot of pressure instantly over towards B. No one home. Now you should know we've got to rotate to A.
Well, Exotic's putting the bomb down straight away. E6, it seems like most, if not everyone, is going to rotate all the way around back. They're going to try to take this 5v5. Actually, GodRx is setting up for a delayed hit through mid, waiting to see if he can catch someone from EG off guard. Meanwhile, ICR just find out information. JCap feels the pressure. He backs down.
Player's weak. Tagged up, still waiting for first blood. There's 28 seconds left. It comes for the nade from Brezzy. Cap falls. Attention accuracy there to trade out a couple of kills, though. As the push out of fences, team kill comes through. Now 1 versus 2. GodRx, the lone man up for E6. EG have started this search and destroy very much like E6 started the Hardpoint. Ring around the rosy. App finds the kill. 2-0 EG.
It was a very calm setup from EG as well. Like, GodRx set up in the top hallway, expecting EG, maybe someone to late hit, try to wrap around, but they had a setup, they had a game plan in mind, and EG patiently waiting for their opponent. They had all their bases covered. no reason to overcommit and try to make some crazy play and get the gunfights. And Apathy looking good while doing it.
Looking good, as you said. A good second round for EG as they build upon the momentum from round number 1, and more importantly for App, 235 away from streaks now. 3-0 stop for him. And Kismet planting a day. EG, get that info now. The rotation's coming through. General looking for first blood. Not going to find it, though. Accuracy stays alive. Exotic has a lot of information, but not able to do anything with it just yet.
Yeah, a couple nades coming out as well. Mayhem finds the first blood, I believe, on a stun opponent. JCap does get the trade, but that time is sticking down. 25 on the clock. EG, they got to go. They got to fly, and they're getting tagged up while they're on the way, which just serves to slow them down just a little bit more. After he's waiting to heal, the players try to make a move, and once they do, Reggie able to cut them down. No streaks, no round win. And another round where the offensive team gets the bomb down. No one does anything crazy. You trust the setup, and you make it work.
Post-plant setup can be pretty tough to break down as really both teams have attempts and failed. Brezzy with the best play there, and it's funny speaking to, or hearing Nameless mention, you know, it's, oh, the whole, you know, language thing here and there. I think it does maybe slow him down a little bit. You can be fluent in a language, but if you're still thinking, you know, in your native language, I don't know. I don't think it's total.
It's a small thing, but it is a thing.
Right, it is. But I think to Names's point, it's nowhere near as drastic as I think many people at home may think.
He doesn't speak a word of English.
He doesn't have post-it notes on his screen where he's thinking of like call-outs in English. I think he is going to be A-OK, that's for sure. But definitely a factor. 2v2. Accuracy and Exotic, GodRx, and Brezzy. For EG, it looks like A is going to be the game plan. And for E6, unfortunately, they may not get that memo. They've pushed straight through. Now the question is, where are they going to wrap? Lambo side or Well side? Well, they go Lambo. They're probably going to turn around here shortly. Yep, there it is. An instant 180 as they look to try and retake this round.
EG is planning it for the back. So E6, it might take them another second or two before they even realize this. Now at this point, they might realize the jig is up, so now they know where to look for. But accuracy, he's going to be a tough man to kill because the information he gets first, you shoot him through the wall, but the double challenge is there. But you got Exotic for the trade, too. His job is stay alive, 17 seconds. Just stay alive or over challenge or get wall banged. And
oh, the bait was so well sold there from Brezzy. He stopped shooting, ran over towards sight. And in the back of EG's minds, I think, well, he's going to be on bomb. He has to be on bomb, right? That's his highest chance winning. He's sat there pre-aiming, gets the wall bang, and gets even closer to streaks. And frustration there on Exotic's face.
And that's just, we haven't seen a ton in Black Ops 4 because admittedly with, you know, stem shot, 5v5, it doesn't allow for it as much as you can. But even still, just some plays in S&D were just have big brain plays.
Yeah.
Of just for Exotic be like, okay, yes, he can hop the bomb. I should be fearful and I need to check in 7.5 in case he makes the play. But do you really think Breggy's going to stick it as soon as he knows your back steps? Because he has to be worried about you wrapping through connector. Breggy has to do so many different things, so just don't move. Just don't move. Stay alive for an extra couple seconds. Throw a shoulder.
I think that's the key, right? In this game,
just throw that something smart.
Say anything other than what was done. As first blood comes through for E6 once again. Follow-up kill come through. Well, Mayhem sniffed one out offense. The nade was thrown. Wallbang comes through. It's now 5v2. Brezzy still working towards the streets. You would love for him to be able to get the bomb down, but I think Attach realized Kismet covers. Don't kill accuracy just yet. Wait for the bomb to go down. Is he going to be able to get out the map in time? That's the question. Oh, General went for the kill. You would love to see just wait a little extra time. Let Brezzy get the bomb plant for the extra points.
Well, he didn't have any time. Towards the end, the player's going to die off the map.
Never know. Just put one bullet into him, and then if he does die, he gets a kill. Rather than just straight kill him.
Either way, Brezzy getting in the ballpark at the very least. Nice round win coming in from E6.
Either that or jump out the map, slide into him, bump a car and back into the map, wait for the bomb to go down, then you get the extra point. See, you want smart, big brain
I was going to say, I like big brain plays. Ben, you
are.
You should be a coach. You should be a coach.
Head of the curve. I was going to say, I couldn't do much worse than Raven.
They're only down 1 round.
I love him, really. It's fine. Nice start for Brezzy. First blood, 75 points away from the Lightning now as things slowly falling apart for EG. GodRx shuts down Exotic. For me, the key here is, will Brezzy find his streaks? A nice flank from App, but he sees 4 and he's just like, nope, got a dip set. Accuracy shuts down 1. App is currently snorkeling. At least he's going to enjoy the view because I don't think he's going to find it. That's a hell of a way to lose your streaks.
Okay. I don't know how after, for one, they didn't just finish the kill initially on the players in doorways, and then for 2, excuse me?
At least Brezzy's smiling about it, because
he is hip firing nothing underwater while he's drowning. And like, what was Kismet shooting after Brezzy to die? Like, I don't know. Whatever.
I want a TCL breakdown of that.
That was just so awkward.
That was
a series of awkward events.
That was extremely awkward. You're absolutely right. Either way, 60 win the round, so 4-2 the advantage. I think Kismet, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but I think he baited pretty hard there because he's close to streaks of his own. I mean, Brezzy less than a kill away, and he's like, nah, I'm baiting.
I mean, he might have been trying to let Brezzy get the kill, to be fair. And then he can't shoot him while Brezzy's in between. I don't know. Shoot. All right? Like, I don't have answers. I just know Kismet's trying to plant the bomb. They're up 4-2. They've already had 1 ice hold over towards A. He gets it down. Not for free, but General gets the trade, so 4v4.
Well, Trophy's going to go down, so no nades will have an effect on the post-plant setup, but that stun sure will connect. Players crossing. EG put himself into at least a better position. Will the kills follow? Well, Cap shuts down Mayhem. Now trades should go down. General drops 1v3. GodRx. Good luck. Have fun because there's a player on bomb.
Yeah, this is a hopeless situation for him to be in. Attaches there for the trades. As just another like caster's curse of they got the trophy down, nades aren't going to come in, concussion, instantly boom. Stun is like, oh, okay.
Well, he threw the trophy deep and then the stun hit close. It's like
a little bit. Throw it up against the wall. Either way, it's not like the concussion cost them the round. EG just a nice job on the retake. They were able to find that one opening. Attach gets all the way around. Brezzy this time only able to take down 1 player with him. Nice retake coming out from EG. Changes the landscape next time that E6 is on offense. They might not want to go for the same play again.
Good point. 4-3. Still advantage E6. Of course, they lead the series 1 map to 0 after the hardpoint destruction that we saw on Arsenal. Opening break. E6, as they did a few rounds prior defensively, flood together. They go to the wrong site, but it's not really going to matter too much. First blood for accuracy. App's going to flank. There's 1. Should find 2. Or will he? There's Brezzy to support GodRx in the fight. Now the flank of the flank comes through. Of course it does. Kismet's playing. 3v3, bomb down at B. 45 seconds for E6 to retake.
Brezzy and GodRx are still over by fences. They have made no progression towards site, so they clearly do not have any information on where these EG players are. Kismet, though, on the widest of flanks, is just able to sniff Attach out. Has incredible vision. And now finally his teammates are here.
It's been 20 seconds. You got to rotate a little quicker. Kismet can't do it all himself. He's a good search player, of course, as Exotic will fall. And E6 just, it's as if they just walked to the site and went, oh, well, we'll just kill him, I guess.
I mean, really, it just comes down to Kismet, right? Just finds Attach. Because, like, Attach was making a fairly smart play. If you sit in the spots, like, on top steps, in my mind, no one really checks that when you don't have time. And maybe he just gets there too late, so Kismet spots him just by the nick of his eye, or whatever it was. But wins that, and then you get the green light to someone on your opponent. Even though Brezzy and GodRx did take their time.
Sure did. Definitely weren't quick to assist, but we mentioned, oh, you know, Hacienda, search, Kismet's playground. Oh, you're seeing why. First round rush didn't really work out his way. If you remember, he just hit bottom middle, flew straight through the middle of the map. Now he sits at 8-4. After round 1, he's on 8-3. So really good stuff from him. He's been close to streaks a couple of times. Brezzy once again close himself. Hopefully this time doesn't get caught out. He's 9-4. You have got RX at 8 and 6. When it comes to search and destroy, this E6 squad, they look very good.
Consistently so. With a handful of different rosters, they've been pretty solid. And keep in mind, Breji probably 2 kills off of the old Grav, which, of course, if he earns, they might just be winning the game while it's happening. Bomb plant yet to come in. Information on Exotic, but stun doesn't connect. You know we back down. Stun's going to connect on him. Do they want to hunt him down? Well, maybe not enough time. And now Kismet in the Old Faithful spot the good old Maddox with no red dot.
Does he even need the dot? Probably not. Rezi finds a kill. Kismet, there's the fight he was waiting for. Can he find the second? Well, Mayhem's there to trade. 2v1. It was a 1v3. Cap has to just dance around just to escape with his life. But this, no easy position for JCap. ICR in hand, nothing at B. 17 seconds, odds on A. Now if he peeks and finds good timing and gets the kill on the player on bomb, maybe, just maybe he could win, but not gonna be the case. Brezzy closes it out, and I believe he got his Graf Slam at the end.
I was gonna say, for the record, he did earn the Graf Slam. A very solid game coming out of the Frenchman. Of course, the Grav didn't make a difference, but nice, comfortable win in Search and Destroy. Very comfortable win on the first map, Hardpoint.
E6 cruising through the series. 2-0 lead. VG are going to wake up. They're going to have to do it quickly. A lot of their series have gone the distance to a game 5. This one not looking like it'll be the case. We'll be back after this.
The Call of Duty World League is presented by PlayStation 4, the official platform of the CWL, Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the CWL, and Republic of Gamers, the official monitor of the CWL.
Grab game fuel. Level up the game.
E6 2-0 up in the series against EG. And it's funny because we just caught up with Revenue. It's been little mistakes that have been costing them, and that's what you get in both game 1 and game 2.
In game 2, sure. In game 1, it was not little mistakes.
It was big.
They got throttled.
It was mistakes, yeah. It wasn't very good. Now we head over to an Arsenal control, though. Game 3. Can E6 close it out 3-0 again? I really believed this was going to go the distance. I really thought this had game 5 written all over the series, but E6 obviously have different ideas. And we're back to a respawn, and E6 is back at it again, killing everything.
It didn't even. You gotta fill the. Make it fitting. Back it again with the 5. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Miles would know. Miles would have had something there.
Great. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to.
Don't want to let me down. God.
Sorry. It's just, you know how you talk about the same thing for a long enough time and you get bored by it? We've been talking this entire series about E6 just outclassing their opponent. And right off the open break, it was the exact same thing. So I wanted to talk about something else, man.
Oh, the series is short. It's over. It's done.
This Kismet guy's pretty good.
It's a wrap.
What a stun.
If Kismet's killing Exotic like he's 0-3. I mean, Attacher's 0-2. Map's 0-3. This is brutal. Admittedly, the life count isn't massive or necessarily out of control just yet. But hold on, GodRx has got an 8. There's one. B is being capped. Lead definitely not as big as you would have felt like it was, just based off momentum, if nothing else. And well, B, the cap's gonna go through. Or is it? Or is it? There's the double from Mayhem. One more, couldn't find it. And EG, only down 2.
And they're here. They're here. They got 3 bodies in the hill. Their teammates are not near them. And you got Apathy maybe thinking about some streaks, but really E6, I mean, 1 tick is through. You got to make a move, and right now, EG, they've had time to get everybody near the point. The slide is in. The kills for EG. Lightning Strike is in. And you're down a life overall, but they're up by like 2 on the point. It's Kismet by himself, has to make a play, can only find 1, and that 3rd tick, it is well and good. It is going to find its way through, unless maybe in the final seconds. Mayhem just barely able to get in.
The team kill. The team kill. Now Mayhem has to stay alive. The zone's contested. Couldn't even afford to challenge the contest, but it isn't enough. And I have no idea how EG just pulled that rabbit out of a hat, but they did. And they go 1-0 up.
That is an insane series of events. It shows you how quickly things can flip
Look
if
at
they
this.
control. The opening break, they were up like, what, 28-22. And then we saw a series of unfortunate events, right? Shout out to Lemony Snicket. It was Kismet stun his teammate, like just bouncing it off his back. We switch perspectives. Players start falling over towards A. And I thought in my mind, maybe Mayhem did enough. Once he picked up 2, I was like, all right, you got 2 players coming up on respawn. You could just go swarm the hill. But then E6, the 2 players to go, like they took so much time to get a setup to break back at A, and then EG just comes out on top of the gunfights. But now you're going towards B quickly. Keep in mind, Apathy in the background. He's sitting on a lightning, and there it is.
I think that's a game plan there as well from E6, is get that lightning out of play as quickly as you possibly can. And when push comes to shove, you're only down 2 lives because of it. 60 seconds to work with. Only a smidgen of progression towards B, but it's not really going to count towards the tick. The bigger issue for E6 here is don't get spawn trapped.
Easier said than done. A lot of pressure getting poured. Apathy has a little bit of help, but JCap just a little far away. General takes him down, and now you got a flank on a flank, and well, there's only 1 man for E6 that kind of got left towards B. The rest have actually kind of got a cut. This is a weird setup from both teams. You got players all over the map, and Accuracy says, all right, cool, thank you, I'll take the free kills.
That looked like a pub for a moment. There was a flank of a flank of a flank of a flank.
And like E6 had 1 guy over towards B, and they were just fine with leaving him by himself. And yeah, it was strange. It was very strange.
We're getting a little chaotic here as the life lead at 6, 26 seconds left. EG might not have been the prettiest round 1, but they take it. Accuracy now playing towards streaks of his own. 225, what he's going to need. 350 is Cap, who's putting pressure on the spawn. Everything going well here for EG. The decap points will be lovely for accuracy. He doesn't want to show too much. Still giving a lot of respect here for E6 on what will more than likely be the final push. Attach with 1. A's being kept up. Accuracy still playing hard for the streaks. Hasn't landed a shot onto Mayhem. So even if Attach found the kill, it wouldn't make too much of a difference. But Exotic cleans him up. Still no streaks for EG. 2 ticks about to come through. The flank from window. How no one was watching that, I'm not sure. Now a flank from Vent. Accuracy's going to stay alive as well. 7 seconds on the clock. Still the second tick coming through. It's 14 v 7. And EG defend the site.
Almost. I mean, frankly, Accuracy just wants to get this kill. Like, if I was E6, you want the round to end, but the good news for them is they at least find the kill and shut down the streaks. And they get the point. 6v10, it's not easy, and it got a lot harder. 4v10. Nice nade from JK.
Great nade. We have just under 50 seconds to somehow make a play. The problem is, EG aren't exactly the group either, so finding 3 or 4 down in quick succession is just not going to happen. Attach knows where one of the last 2 players are. I'll deal with Mayhem.
He's off.
Got RX, yep. I'll take a tumble off the map. Well, much better from EG here in game 3.
I mean, that was one of the quickest turnarounds I think we've seen. Because, like, it was crazy.
They went from getting absolutely destroyed to, well, they just won 2 rounds.
Yeah, in a good portion of the round. Kismet at one point was sitting at like 3-9 halfway through this round. I mean, we watched him pick up a double kill. Not off the opening break. I think he only found 1, but in like the next push. Picked up a double kill. So he's already at 3 kills, and then just apparently died on repeat. And it was Mayhem was like the lone man on the team. Like the kill disparity, surprisingly, was just radically in EG's favor, despite the opening break that E6 had that first round. But now 2-0 up, feeling pretty good. I have to imagine EG at least in Arsenal control.
Is it every series they've had to this week has gone to game 5? I think it is, right?
For EG, yes.
Yeah, all of them.
And they're 2-1.
5 specialists.
B100 Thieves.
Indeed. Happy off the break. Grab Slam is available. Not this push. Grenade connects. However, the push still coming through over towards A. Attaches and vents, and he just managed to get real good timing there. Putting down a lot of damage. Trade should ensue. Bear in mind, it's actually split pressure coming through now. Over towards B. A great stun, though. Kismet, 1 shot. Exotic not going to be able to find the kill. The angle just a little too sharp there for Mayhem to find, but A now, the second tick coming through.
And you can already see E6's game plan. They're setting up just a, not quite spawn kills per se, but pour on the pressure from the back and have EG just get a bunch of different looks. JCap, this is the ultimate game of Ring Around the Rosie, which I suppose neither of them won. I guess maybe GodRX does now that he can break through and find a kill. Now if you're EG, you got to be asking JCap, how did this happen? But the cleanup crew coming in. And you see Exotic is there as well to find 2, so all's well that ends well. EG with that 1 life.
Comical timing, that's for sure. Sure, that's one where Jacob's saying, bro, I don't even know how.
I checked both sides repeatedly.
Really not much you could do. 20 to 20 the life count. Minute 30 on the clock. T6 hanging on. Doing that B site. And what's available to use? Well, on the side of EG, pretty much everything outside of the Tech 5 boost. So I wouldn't be surprised if actually does get the Vision Pulse for E6. Just the War Machine available to help defend B, but the pressure coming through. The kills through, though, for E6. 1 life advantage.
I think I figured out, you're talking about, what was it, Kismet having really hot starts, but at a certain point it starts slowing down.
Yeah.
Well, he's shooting at dead bodies on the map, so later in the game, more of those pile up, and then he just spazzes out a little bit too much.
Got it.
There's more things for him to shoot, and so causes problems. I think that's what it is, because he just snapped on that dead body.
Sure did.
In top trophy. I mean, he was very prepared.
Maybe you can just do that now with some actual players. Probably help out E6 a little more. 14-14, 40 seconds left though. EG, they're preparing a push here. Kismet on the flank finds 1 and decides to back away. Keep an eye on the other side of the map though. It's Attach, number 3, who's going for a flank of his own. General pinches over towards Lobby. That's double for him. And I don't want to call it just yet after what happened in round number 1, but this should be good for E6.
Same time, though, they got a little bit of pressure over towards Lobby. The kills trading, though, E6 should have most of their bases covered. Reggie does help when you're on the map.
Oh, War Machine's been pulled out as well. Attach, you wanted to go for it. I'm not sure if that was necessarily the right play, but you went for it. I don't think anyone else from EG is even going to be able to touch the hill.
Okay. So there's a word thrown around the green room earlier where we've had a fair bit of sloppy gameplay of Call of Duty this past week, which admittedly when you have half the Pro League making a roster change, makes sense just a little bit. But yeah, a sloppy string of events there, I'd say. A little bit from both teams. Breji, just, you know, just waiting so long to hop back on the map. And then Attach is like, you know what? This is a good time for War Machine. I'm feeling it.
Sometimes you got to make the hero plays, Chance, all right? If you want to get the Twitter clips.
I mean, who needs to win on defense with all the specialists on Arsenal when you can just try to win on offense when you're down 4 guys?
Exactly.
Yeah, big brain plays.
2-1, still advantage EG. Kismet again close to some streaks. 275. Exotic's going to get all the information. Does he want to pop Tempest? Well, the stun's going to connect. Kismet falls. No streaks. Now Tempest out. E6 could again be in trouble off the opening break.
They're just fearful of the Tempest. Apathy, of course, on the flank wins the gunfight. So the players that are basically trapped there just waiting to die. Mayhem laying down. Apathy even knows to turn around, but beat down by way of Kismet. So gotta worry about the Tempest just a little bit. Not a huge life disparity, but of course E6 not a ton of map control either. As I say that, they get about 4 bodies over towards A.
By Kismet and Vent. It's gonna stop any potential of a grapple grav slam from Apathy. First tick is through. As Exotic looks to try and put some pressure on the spawn. General will trade it out. Grav slam used by App, still going to be contested. Has time to heal, but still falls anyway. 3 dead. 21-18, the life count. Second tick in A is through. General with a Tempest, 325 away from streaks.
Can you imagine?
Cap this.
A War Machine to kill all these players?
That makes too much sense, Chance. Way too much sense. I'd love to see an investment here of the Tempest to try and get streaks.
I was going to say, and you also have the War Machine. You got Kismet a kill away from the Vision. You compare that with the Grav, so I think the game plan is probably mainly just get Kismet Vision. It makes everything easier after.
You might not even need to use the Tempest if you can find Kismet Vision. Brezzy thinking about maybe opening up with a Grav Slam play. He's been spotted in vents, though. The game slows down massively. Minute 15 on the clock. Exotic feeling the pressure, back steps. Brezzy will drop that. Grav Slam down for a few moments. The stun comes out. Exotic might want to push it. Rex still out. Bear in mind, I believe General still hasn't fallen. He's actually popped Tempest, so he wants to go for the play. 50 away. He's come all the way back towards lobby. Mainly to, I think he didn't block the spawn at the back, so smart stuff from him. But now he has to hit the shot. Does so. That's going to be the lightning and the Hellstorm. He falls, but the trade is there. You've done your job. You earned the streaks. Now, what do you need to invest to close out this round? Well, Vision Pulse is going to come through first, and also a Hellstorm.
Hellstorm's good enough to find 2, but Godarex actually dies by the player the Hellstorm kills. Vision Pulse is depleted. You're up by 2 lives, but the clock is ticking down.
Do you have to Grav Slam maybe? I think that's what's going through Brezzy's head. But now the lightning comes through, and it doesn't do much. Kismet's on the hill. Now you've used the War Machine as well. The only thing you have left is, in fact, the Grav Slam. Everything has been invested in Mayhem. Still lose the fight. Cap gets a double. Exotic with 1. Now you're going to have to use the Grav Slam as well. Brezzy flies in. He only finds 1. Zone still contested. He drops. Sloppy doesn't even begin to describe that.
No, it does not, but E6, maybe if they can surge forward. They don't have a lot of time, and EG doesn't have any respawns, so there's hope, but no respawns for either side, and it's a foot race in EG. They're on every head glitch known to man. They're off the map because they can hop right back on, and there's just no one nearby. EG, the bounce back map, for better or for worse. And they at least force that game number 4.
And that reaction from GodRx sums up Game 3 perfectly.
Because they did everything right until they screwed everything up. We'll take a look at the last minute. Maybe to break things down a little more. At this point, they've already used the Vision Pulse from Kismet. Hellstorm kills one. You get a nice little, at least one life lead, and you still even have the Lightning if you want to call it in straight away. You get bodies near the hill, and when you call in the Lightning, you clear out backsteps completely. The only thing you have to worry about is players in lobby, and as long as Breji doesn't die by them, it's fine, because you can just grab slam them when they come out. Even the War Machine, you had everything. And a 4-life lead. And then JCap. I don't know how JCap, like, it's like...
The fact he kills General, too, is the ridiculous part. And I think the problem Brezzy had was he didn't have grapple. If he had his grapple there, he more than likely would have been able to find at least a couple with the grab slam, but he was forced to use it short, so only found one. And then it collapses.
And like everyone knows about like cammering and Peeker's advantage and all that of like you slide or fly around the corner, it's like beneficial to be aggressive. You are slowly crawling through vents. That
not
is
quick.
You are not moving very fast. And to win that first gunfight is impressive from JCap. And again, however he found the second,
miracle.
I'm assuming he's shooting players in the back that are looking back steps or something like that. But that is quite the play.
JCap won that game of control there for EG right towards the end. And that means, of course, now we'll go over towards a Game 4. A hard point on the horizon for this series. The first hard point was brutal. E6 just ran through EG. But, as I said at the start, if it was a series, it was going to go to Game 5, Chance.
Was it EG or E6 that was talking about wanting to play some of the smaller maps? I think you said it was EG, right? I have a very
look at me.
memory. Well, wasn't
I
that?
never said that.
Someone said that. It might have been Jess. Someone said it. Either way, maybe I'm making things up, but we're going to one of the smaller maps. Frequency, where, you know, it's not the smallest in the world, but
it's
by comparison.
Kismet started off very strong. This was actually the map we were talking about where he dropped 20 kills in the first rotation of hills.
How many kills did he finish with, though?
28.
Because I think I remember that. Yeah, he had the hot start, and then by the end of the game, his teammates, like, someone caught up to him, which, hey, I mean, if he gets you the win, it doesn't make a difference of who's getting the kills. As long as someone is, you'll take it. But EG in a tough spot, working on the reverse sweep.
Down 2-1 in the series. Heading over towards that frequency hardpoint up next. Game about to get underway. Can EG force a Game 5? And, of course, send us to our second Game 5 of the day. And at that point, you may as well just expect 4 Game 5s today.
That's not true in the slightest.
Yeah,
We're the Game 5 duo, maybe the Merc.
Oh, yeah, they're the
it's
three
like
duo.
the opposite. Yeah, so like, it doesn't. It is.
I would like the last game of the day to go to Game 5, though. I really would.
Oh, I'm all for 4 Game 5s. That'd be great. It's just, you know.
I mean, at this point, we're already committed. Right, it's 3-1. Hell, what's another 20 minutes, right? Give us another Game 5.
We'll take it. Waiting on frequency to load on up. Potentially one player just taking his sweet time making classes. A lot of things going on, Ben. Obviously, most of this we're talking about is just to get to Miami, right? The next big thing when all the rosters can come together and prove their worth at the lovely Miami Beach Convention Center.
CWL Finals. You can still buy a couple of spectator passes. I'm excited for this event. Going to be a good time. The 2 biggest events of the year left. And if you're a fan looking to go to maybe your first event, definitely ones to consider. Ones to go to. The biggest prize pools of the year. Massive amount on the line.
When's the last time we've hit up the Southeast? We did Atlanta last year?
It was Southeast? Like Florida?
Well, I mean, Southeast region. To where, like, I mean, it would be Atlanta. Would be the closest thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Sorry, just
no geography.
Thinking about my own thing. Anyway, frequency loading up. We'll see a lot of things, Ben. We'll see Kismet potentially another hard start. We'll see if EG can bounce back in Hardpoint in general. I think definitely a slow start was part of that game. At the same time, E6 completely took it to him. EG had some sloppy moments, but E6 maybe trying to match him at that opening break. You get bodies in the hill oh so quick. A team kill comes through, but E6 maybe on top. 1 man left for EG, and that was the attached getting bumper card off GodRx.
You gotta love the bumper card play from GodRx. Flew in.
Smart man. Boop. Big brain plays.
Yeah. forces him away, finds the kill. Good start for E6. And better start now because Mayhem's trying to dictate the spawns too. Sorg will fall though as EG just kind of walks straight back inside.
Very quick retake. Of course, E6 was able to push out the opposite side to lock secure spawns for next. But at the same time, a ton of time that's going to go the way of EG, which E6, well, they don't even really want to fight for because they're scared to die. They're scared to spawn out. And it looks like, yeah, 2 players already have, and EG actually gets the better spawn. I don't know if the E6 players tried to hold their spawn or not. But either way, they're in the back. It actually storms right through. And you talk about little mistakes EG has made in the past. They make none of them right there. Perfect rotation to the second hill.
Way better out of EG here in the start of game 4. Now accuracy as well, starting to think about some streaks at 355. Still a lot of work to be done though. Nice shots though. Boy, nice shots. 255 now as he finds one more pick. He doesn't want to walk away too far from the hill. His teammates looking to try and assist, but that nade could be so problematic for accuracy as he juggles around the pillar. Back into the hill he goes. Scurries back. Heals up. And once again, E6 can go for another push.
Reggie, though, inside, and it's actually General who manages to get that kill. Does shut accuracy down. But at the same time, streaks don't really make a difference when you got a near 80-point lead going into new. And of course, that means E6, a little bit of pressure on. You have to have a very solid hold just to try to build yourself back into this game. But General elbow, 3 players for EG going to hunt him down. And granted, General stays alive, but that means EG gets clearance to the hill. And not even to contest, just to control it from the break.
Yeah, it's a real good rotation from EG. E6, only 15 points. 2 hills in. EG slaying out. Attach's turn to get close to some streaks. 210. What is needed for him now? As he looks back up towards window, that is just going to be unlucky timing, or is it a call-out comes? Teammate was mid, he wants to fly out. Attach maybe a little overzealous there. As GodRx does find the kill, but still a hardpoint controlled by EG. It is now 101 to 15.
I mean, this is exactly what we saw in the first hardpoint, just with roles reversed.
Anything you can do, we can do better. Apparently the game EG is playing. The lead almost 100 points. It's been a very good start to this game for EG, and it's been atrocious. 3-6, they cannot get anything going.
Yeah, it's on. Talked about on P3, E6 really needed a good hold to get back in the game. They managed to get second, or maybe 2 at best. So EG, this is another hill that they out-rotated there. But they lost the opening break. They won literally everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this is really the most amount of control E6 has had for really the past 2-3 minutes, and well, just like that, it's gone. EG back in the hill, trying to keep the pressure on. 28 seconds left on the hill, so there's still plenty of time. Attach is watching his left, watching his right. That's just a well-executed shot punch. Force Mayhem to fall, and the final 15 seconds good for E6. Rotation on. GodRx is first though, could do some damage.
Stun definitely does some damage inside the hill. EG on the rotation again. A kill feed where it is just blue on the left side. E6 has managed to, well, not be down by 100 points, but EG looks like they're going to put that pressure right back on, get a nice little lead. Everyone, though, surging through, so Attach, he's going to call out the War Machine, see what he can find, connects with 2. The aggressive push gets completely stuffed. And attaches, he goes and finds enough.
And this is what you were talking about a little bit in the first half point, but it was for E6, right? When you have a lead and you're in your specialist, use them. Use them. Try and spiral the game out of control as fast as you can. And worst case scenario, you're going to get it again. If E6 start making a comeback, you're going to get your streaks. You don't really have to worry too much, or your specialist, I should say, as Exotic does find his streak. It's going to be a lightning earn. JCap drops. Attach still in the hill. 3-4 players from E6. They're all funneling, and Zillafat sees them all. He's going to get 3. 225 away from streaks again. A great performance from Attaches now. He's not missing. 23 and 10? A great showing for He's going to find another one. Surely. There's the lightning. 2 streaks now earned for E6. Or for EG.
It's map 5, by the way.
What is it?
I can't remember. I know it's not Hacienda.
Gridlock.
It's Gridlock. Okay, so Who do you take for Gridlock, Ben? Because I have a feeling about frequency hardpoint. And I'm thinking it might be EG's game.
You think?
You know, educated guess. Attach is 27-12. General has managed to earn a Tempest, which is fairly surprising. And Apathy, yeah, he's going to shut it down very quick.
Yes, he is. 24 seconds left on this hill. You know, 2 streaks to use more than likely over towards Pipes. That's where the game is probably going to end. App looking for streaks of his own. Mayhem up top. He dodges the nade, just 43 health. And again, EG rotate from P2 to P3. They jump up balcony, they jump up window, and they control the hill.
I mean, this is set up to be one of the worst beatdowns we've had this entire year. I don't think it's the worst one that we've had, like, from the pros, but it's
up there.
Close to it. And I think frequency is a normal top contender, but E6, it's just rough. Not great for attach. It is wonderful.
Double positive.
31-14. You could combine probably 3 players on E6, and they would have less kills than Dylan. Or attach, sorry.
You still have streaks to use.
Okay.
Exotic having some fun spawn trapping. I thought the game was going to go to Pipes. I may have been wrong. 49 points. All E6 has been able to accumulate. You thought game 1 was rough. Ho-ho! EG had other ideas. They could still win it here. The contest has to come through. Which it just doesn't.
And I'll say Kismet, Mayhem, and GodRx right now, I think are up 1 kill compared to attach. So it's taken 3 of them to barely outperform 1 man. And attach is keeping it close.
There is another lightning strike can come in here from Exotic. So even though you survive the first, you have to survive the second. Which E6 do.
Nice.
It's probably about the best thing they've done all game. Everything else is
we're literally just delaying the game to end. Thank you. 250 to 66. Maybe not a record set in terms of the map score, but EG, they want to carry literally all of the momentum into a Gridlock search and destroy, because E6, they need to hit a quick reset button.
Reset, more like regain. I just saw Revan walk past, big grin on his face. That's what he was probably looking for from the beginning, but EG in Game 5's name a better duo. Right? It's been honestly all the week. Game 5s, Game 5s, Game 5s. This is going to be our second of the day. We'll be right back after this with Gridlock Search and Destroy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the second series of the day. In case you've been, sitting on a park bench and you're wondering what the hell's been going on, it's another Game 5, EG E6.
Or you never know. Maybe there's people out there with some really good Wi-Fi signals that are sitting on a park bench watching from that specific bench. So you never know, but we got the Game 5 underway. Brand new map we've played, at least in this series. Obviously not CWL.
So here's what's going to happen.
Crazy.
Here's what's going to happen, all right? E6.
Yes.
They hit the reset. They hit the regain.
Believe it.
Right? They're good. They're good. They're heading into search and destroy. This
I
is
can
the
see it.
game mode that we expect.
I mean, did you
good
see
at.
the first search?
The first search, fantastic. So they're going to go up 5-0 here on Gridlock. And then EG is going to say, wait a minute. Hold up. Ultimate reverse sweep. The ultimate bait and switch. Full sail. It's the only way this game can end.
Well, this is a very strange respawn-esque opening break where everyone decided to meet up towards the site. Look at the kill feed. Exotic found 3, but he also found death. And that leaves Breggy and GodderX for the 2v1. JCap gets both of them one shot, cannot finish either kill, and Breggy shuts him down. I'm assuming, based on JCap's positioning, the only man that didn't show up at this site early on was the only man not standing. Or no, he's on offense, actually. So it's just very strange. All 10 players meeting up at the same place.
We must have talked about it in the commercial break.
I thought they flipped sides magically.
No, they didn't. But don't worry, because this is the script. It's scripted. Has to be.
Well, it's the Maven World League, not the Benson World League. So.
Well, this happens. Changing it.
All right, I can live with that. You have to
ultimate.
shave your head? Is that like a requirement?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Clint. Oh, apparently it is. All right, well, I'm going to be bold soon.
Ben, I think that you'd look beautiful bald.
Thanks, Maven. Appreciate that.
I'm working on my impressions.
Second round of the way, Kismet first blood. Accuracy and app respond, though. In flies Mayhem. Makes it a 3v3. JCap shuts him down, though, so 2v3. Bomb, of course, is planted. Not a good spot. Well, there goes my prediction. Unless somehow the controller unplugs.
All 3 of them at the exact same time?
That would be comical.
I don't believe so. You got to admit, my impressions are getting better.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working very hard.
I thought it was Miles at first.
That's what I'm saying. It's just when you're that good, you have to assume it's...
Hit me with a Momo.
Why?
Why not?
Well, no, I'm not. I don't practice Momo. Why would I practice Momo?
Wow. That's rude.
It's the only thing I could think of. I can't do British accents.
Okay. Give me a mug.
I can't do Italian accents either.
Fair enough. EG 1-1.
Pick a bomb site. This time they'll all meet up mid-map.
A.
Okay. I'll meet up at A again. That's fine.
Yeah?
Actually, I do. So, for real COD analysis, I would be very concerned if I'm EG. If you have E6 5-man storm you when you try to go over towards that B site, do you really want to try it again?
Yes.
Yes, they do. In E6, actually, they had the call it. They were like, yeah, mid-map's the play. We'll take you at every lane. We'll give it a shot.
Well, it looks like they're trying to bait out A. Now the player with bump on EG can just kind of walk over towards the B site, but E6 haven't bitten onto it yet. And one player's going to check bomb, and this could be bad timing. Exotic, please tell me you saw him. He did indeed. Scrambles away. E6 start their rotation, but as E6 start their rotation, EG, they're already out of there.
And E6 gets there, and as soon as they get there, oh, yeah, we should probably turn around. They're just having the good old loop-de game coming out. JCap, by the way, started today. Never really moved too far. Now he's right back in position. Bomb gets planted for free. It's going to be a nice 5-on-5 retake. Everyone meet up at A, and it looks like Kismet's going to be the lone man trying to flank.
Well, I wanted from the beginning. Everyone just pushed the A site. Now you're going to get it. 5v5. Nice shots from Attach, Izzy. Just find the angle. Small one at that. That's the first blood. He's looking for more. App's going to surge forward. That's going to give Attach license to go with him. Cap shuts down Kismet. And this, a very well-executed round of search.
Well, I'll be. EG with the perfect hold. You saw a very nice angle from Attach off the rip, and then even towards the end, Kismet, the man trying to make the play. Well, his team really couldn't put on any pressure, so he gets flown in. JCap makes quick work of him, and very solid round. It is genuinely impressive to me how often teams just full commit on wraps. Because like E6, as soon as they got there, is like, oh, we're here. Yeah, they probably wrapped, and then you just go back, and there's never, we don't see as many hard reads as we could. I'll say that.
This is very true indeed. This time it doesn't look like you need to read much. Everyone flying at A. Actually opens up first blood though. Attached recognizes that's an aid. Scrolling away might be in his best interest. Survives. Retake's gonna have to come through. You do have a one-man advantage.
If you got that man advantage, no need to flank. You can just hit it from the front. Of course, GodRx just wins the gunfight laying down. Very nice strategy from time to time. Players going prone. Now Kismet, he is just taking damage from everywhere. GodRx still alive. Last man standing despite the 5v4 is exotic. Ooh, he's just surging forward and stays alive. And the player thinking about the challenge. He's got the Maddox in hand, but Breji had the angle. And that is a very nice 4v5 clutch for E6 to get it.
Breji didn't necessarily need to challenge that. But either way, went for it, and like a snake, GodRx on his belly. There's the first, second. Does very well indeed. Really manages to sway the round back in E6's favor. Almost found 4.
Not good enough though. Needs to be better.
I'll be sure to let him know.
Needs to be back to that good old Anaheim form where he was a monster and a half.
He was incredible, Anaheim. Absolutely incredible.
Best event of his life, undoubtedly.
Oh, easily. Easily. The question is, can he replicate that in either playoffs or champs? If he can, then who knows about this E6 squad? Who knows? Very exciting if you're an E6 fan. Maybe not so much this round, as General's left in a 1v3. He currently doesn't have a kill to his name, and I don't think he's going to get one here. EG just bouncing around. A lot of damage, I'm sure that's what the scoreboard will show, but won't show any kills.
Yeah, he probably just did about 400, 450, getting 2 players down to 1 shot, 3rd player down to about half. So yeah, maybe about 400 damage, but either way, good round from EG. Just all the pressure in towards showers, and as soon as that first blood comes through, all about the trades. Kismet, I think, was able to find one. Attach gets the trades, and then he was able to slide out and take down GodRx, I think just shortly after that. Either him or Apathy was there. So another round on Gridlock where everybody just picks a point on the map, meets up, starts gunning each other down.
This time, E6. We're going to push over towards B. And JCap's going to get that information in about 5 seconds or so. And, oh, did he see that? I think he saw the first shoulder. Oh, well, he's definitely going to see that. That with the nade. This could be very problematic if he peeked bomb, but he didn't. Threw it kind of the far side of ice cream. Ice cream truck. Kismet finds first blood, though. It's App that drops. And E6 may just wrap out themselves.
Yeah, they get that first blood, and they are gone. General staying behind, maybe try to cause a distraction and delay the rotation. He has done exactly that. EG just now figuring out the situation, rotating back, and E6 is actually taking quite a bit of time.
They went all the way through the back.
And they didn't even sprint on the way. They are still checking their corners. So EG, they're here for the 4v5.
Faster rotation from EG, but they still find themselves a man down as Mayhem. Well, you don't expect players to just kind of run straight at you. That's what he does, and you know, it works out perfectly. 3-3.
I'll take it. Doing the dirty work, checking all their corners, making the plays in Mayhem towards the very end. I think we saw whoever the Tempest guy was expecting Mayhem to fly out this very door and pulls the whoop-de-doop-de on him and
the whoop-de-doop-de
comes through the window instead.
The whoop-de-doop-de.
I'm not the creative one in this duo. I'll tell you that.
Might coin that phrase myself now.
By all means, that is all yours. I hope no one ever says that again.
What was it you called Bracken Skies yesterday? The Splash Brothers?
No, I didn't call them anything.
Okay.
I called them very good players.
Oh, that's true. 3-3. EG. Thank you very much for the free site, E6. On Planet A. And now, E6, a 5-man retake, but they're going to do it from EG's side. Now, is EG expecting it? Honestly, not sure they are. Mayhem has gone through middle. Now they definitely are. I've seen everybody, and instantly you see the reaction from EG. Retreat over towards their side, but this is what Mayhem was playing for. A retreat towards him. He's done very well just to find 2, but the nade will shut him down. Kismet with 1, not able to stay alive. 2v2, 17 seconds. Time is ticking. E6 have got to find the kills quickly. It's a 2v1. No one's on bump just yet. Kismet's going to fall. Has accuracy done enough? Yes, he has. General off the bomb. And that just needed to be a quicker challenge towards the end.
Or a double challenge, or just hope that General can put in some shots right before you hop on bomb. It is a tough spot, honestly, for everyone involved in those final 3 to be in, but nice example of accuracy, getting help with the first kill. JCap again, laying down at times can just be difficult to deal with. And really just the plays towards the end. Kismet flying forward, and well, the final kill was the easiest for accuracy, but putting in some work. New man on the team.
Sure was. He was very good at search last year, and well, there's a bit of an example of staying cool, calm and collected. Clutches up for the squad. 4-3 EG. E6 back on the attack, and on the rise are set at 8. They are flying forward, but EG all escape with their lives.
Backing all the way out, dodging the nades, getting out of the business, and they are trusting their retake. They've done so once before. They are trying once again. They're happy to give the attempt. Trying to get that ICR over to Outer. Got our X again, laying down. Him in general, looking over top. I think Heretics might have been the first team to do it, and we see it now all the time.
And the reason it's so annoying is because when you jump around the corner, you're instantly looking at the guy stood up. You don't realize GodRx is lying down. 2v1. App to make the play. 1v1. App reads it. Oh my lord, he snapped. But can he find the kill? No, he can't. Mayhem shuts him down. And yeah, that lying down play works a treat, Chance. Works a treat.
It's a delightful thing
You called it months ago.
Delightful thing to see, Ben.
And the game's so fast-paced, sometimes you just slow it down.
And it really was that opening break as well, because you know, Apathy gets left in the 1v2, but it was a 5v5 retake that instantly EG only has 3 men alive, and it just gets so difficult towards the end. But just another one of those patented Gridlock rounds. It's all about those trades, who can get those first couple kills. I think the previous round, Mayhem was making a nice opening for the team. This time it was GodRx in general working in tandem.
I may have been a bit ridiculous with the full sale prediction,
but
round 11 is looking very much on the cards. Back and forth, game 5. All square, 4-4. Quick glance at the stats. Mayhem 8-6, GodRx 9-6. On the flip side, JCap 8-5, Attach 8-5. The 2 lead players for both teams. As E6 wrap back over towards A, but unluckily enough for them, they may get information on Attach, but is it enough for them to bite on the site? I don't think it is. This is a quicker rotation from E6. They may get there just in time.
Yeah, well, the problem is for EG, Attach is only able to spot maybe 2 players, so they don't feel completely comfortable trying to get the bomb down straight away. And now by the time EG does make it here, well, you see Reggie is nearby as well. Just tries to go for the stun. Free kill for JCap. Now you got the nade coming out, but his teammates are dying around him. Double nade's actually coming out because Mayhem's able to find one. Keep in mind, clock is ticking.
Mayhem kind of just went out by himself there. 20 seconds. EG are stuck at the B site, but E6 just make it easy for them. Slide out 1 by 1. Solo challenges. Advantage EG. They have lived in game 5s all week. It's fitting that they end their week with another one. Will it be 3-1? Or will it be 2-2?
Big brain plays, Ben. We've been talking about it non-stop today. EG knows, new roster, the best practice we can get for the future is on lane in these competitive matches.
So play as many games as possible.
Play as many maps as possible. Go to nothing but game 5s. We'll get 20 under our belt.
Love it.
By the time the week is over.
Just 1,000 IQ.
Next level.
Yeah, it's just JCap doing what JCap does, you know, saying, all right, let's just play as many maps as we can.
Next level.
Really, very smart stuff. E6 on the attack. Nothing A. They haven't shown B yet, though, and that may be why EG were a little hesitant to rotate. And now, though, E6 they'll bite. They'll go for it. Nade from JCap. Can this be first blood? Looking for his 10th kill. No, because there's a trophy. Does its job. It's bumped down yet. It is now. JCap first blood. General falls. As EG look to retake the site. Trophy system destroyed. The post-plant setup is good, but keep your eye on number 10. It's GodRx. He is deep mid-map. He is very late to the party. He was watching the flank. No one on bomb just yet. 29 seconds. 2v4. It's all falling apart for E6. GodRx hits the nade, though. This could be a 2v2. GodRx actually got himself 2. Now it's a 2v1. It's all down to Apathy falls. GodRx was so late watching the flank, but when he arrived, boy, oh boy, did he turn the round apart.
And I have to imagine he gets play of the game as well, but it's the nade that comes over top, and well, I think this was post the nade, but then finds the first kill, watches his teammate, and I will say, not just GodRx, but Kismet played that perfectly as well. Just not overcommitting, not playing too aggressive, trusting, I think literally just that the nade's going to connect over towards the bomb site.
It has to.
And that you know the pressure is going to come in the front for the outside challenge. So that is a nice tandem play from Kismet and GodRx.
Hold it. Round 11.
Round 11, as predicted. Benson World League.
Confirmed.
I'll break out the razor.
Nope, please don't. GodRx first blood. Continuing where he left off. That's his 14th kill, by the way, and Tech 5 boost was used by E6. Bomb planted as well. EG has been great at the retake so far, but now you've got to do it a man down. The nade thrown out doesn't connect. GodRx, of course, he's on his belly. Where else would he be in showers? Will he find another? Yes, he will. 2 there. Not going to find it. Brezzy with 3. General will fall. 4v1. Round over. Kismet shuts him down, and E6 take it in 5.
Same strat. The same strat over in showers on Gridlock, and it works for them every single time. E6. It takes some Hail Mary nades. It took them to be full of grace, but the Lord was with them, Ben, and they come out for the round 11.
Wonderful, wonderful game from GodRx. We asked ourselves earlier on in the week when we were talking about E6 and their roster changes, well, one thing's for sure, you need GodRx to play like that every single game at an event. I mean, that's the kind of performance you want out of essentially now a superstar for that team. A huge, huge game 5.
And then it's honestly, it's very tough to predict where these two teams are right now as well, because I think this is the match we said, like head to head, who comes out on top to separate the middle of the pack, and then boom, game 5, round 11. Who knows?
Yeah, honestly, who knows? That's a great point. That's going to be everything from myself. A chance for the day. 2 game 5s done and dusted. We'll send it over to KT and the boys at the desk to bring in the action.
Thank you very much, guys. Enigma6 going all the way to that Game 5, Round 11, but managing to close it out and take down Evil Geniuses. That now means we have Units, FaZe, EG, and E6, all of those 2-2 overall for the week. So 50% wins, 50% losses, and a lot of Game 5s.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an incredible back-and-forth series in terms of like which team you think is stronger. If there's a power rankings thing in your head somewhere, I wouldn't even know how to shift those. Like E6 won the EG hardpoint pick, and EG demolished E6 on the E6 hardpoint pick.
And both those hardpoints were lopsided.
Yeah, they were just lopsided games all over the place.
It was a weird series.
It was extremely. The first S&D wasn't close. Go ahead, Jay.
It was just EG. We were talking about their PowerPoint or their backbone on this team was their S&D. Unfortunately, they lost both S&Ds that series. But on the side of Enigma6, they could have been able to close the series out in a 3-1 or even a 3-0 fashion, because that control, that first round, they came out firing on all cylinders. They were able to. Like, the slaying department on that first round was amazing. Then when they went down 2-1, General was able to push their spawn and pick up some streaks. Unfortunately, the streak usage out of him, he used his Hellstorm at the wrong time, and then they used the Lightning as well. They just weren't able to set up on that B point. That's something I was expecting to go to a round 5, but once they choked that, it was insane to me. So obviously they have little mistakes.
Defensive holds for EG.
It was often, even with the misusage of the streak on that round, their setup itself still wasn't good enough. Right? They got broken. EG didn't even have anything to use.
Nothing.
They didn't have any utility, and they still broke EG on the. Their names are so similar. They still broke E6 on the first push. That's something that you should not have happen when you're a team that's like a solid team like E6 wants to be at least.
We've also now seen that full-on meta shift to all ARs on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Everybody's using all ARs now, and I think it's since yesterday people saw Luminosity run that full AR setup, they're like, wait, why are we not doing this?
It probably happened in the scrims, right?
Yeah, it probably started happening.
I think in the hardpoint, Apathy was the only person to run a SOG, and it did not go well.
Yeah, they lost by 150.
Yeah, so it's right now, at least on Arsenal, is just.
It makes a lot of sense, though. We were talking about it in the back. It was like, there's not a lot of places on that map where the SOG is that useful. It's a lot of mid-range gunfights, and there's a lot of headies, especially on that A street when people are trying to push down past the trees. They get into those corners. Like, you kind of need a Maddox to get those kills, so it makes a lot of sense that the meta sort of shifted.
You finally get up close to the SOG, and you still get gunned by a Maddox. You're like, why am I using this? Why am I using this?
Yeah, you got so many gunfights
all the
like
way
that.
back across the map to get gunned again.
Yeah, and the series looks close, but it wasn't. It's just weird.
Like each individual map, besides Game 5, wasn't close.
Yeah.
Now, Study, when we talked about FaZe also going 2-2 for the week, we said it looked like they slightly declined in performance. Evil Geniuses also going 2-2. Do you think that they've slightly declined, stayed the same, or maybe improved overall for the week?
I feel like they definitely improved. They took a lot of great teams to really close hard points, especially versus that 100 Thieves series. The first hard point at least was really close. One thing also is their S&D is definitely improved, you know, but obviously they lost 2 S&Ds in this series right here. But overall, I just felt like the team has just gotten better since they've been here. Obviously, it's only been a week since this team's been able to practice with accuracy, but I feel like they're just going to be able to just keep on developing as a team and getting better.
There's just no defining factor in this Evil Geniuses team where you look at it, they're dominant at that. They're just a solid roster, and that's the reason they go Game 5 in every series, because they can take maps off of anybody, and they beat 100 Thieves, so it kind of proves that they can go toe-to-toe with any team in the game. And then they're winning all their searches, and then they just lose 2. So I think this team right now, they have a solid foundation, and they have to get better, obviously, if they want to be a contender, but they have a very solid foundation in the fact that they can take anybody to Game 5.
And solid is certainly a good start. Now, let's look at our schedule because we do have 2 series left for you. 100 Thieves, our Anaheim champions, up against UYU. That'll be coming up in just a minute. It may be Chokeslam. We're going to talk about it after this break. But again, if you're just tuning in now, Units and Enigma6, both 3-2'd FaZe Clan and Evil Geniuses, respectively. But when we come back, we're going to be talking 100 Thieves versus UYU.